Hello, and welcome to another finite episode of Dre's Tuttle. Hit me with a subscription, hit me with a like, hit me with a comment, tell me how awful my channel is, or how great it is, and how I make you laugh, and no one is as great as I am, and I'm the next up-and-coming awesome PokeTuber. This is a match against my buddy Animal. Annibal. I meant to make like a pun on it, like Annibal the animal, which wouldn't be that clever, I guess. But, this was a best out of 3. This is the third fight. The first one, I ruined him, I crushed him, and you could tell he was discouraged. But when we had that rematch, he just went completely bananas on me. Like, I 4-0'd him the first time, I believe, and the second time he 3-0'd me, which is just as awful. I think if you have that many Pokemon left, then someone wins. So, anyways, let's start the battle right in your mom's ass. He opens with Galvantula with Focus Sash, and this was the first battle he actually started like setting up on me. Like, I was like, damn. And I know Bug is neutral against Bug, and I've been absolutely loving this poke right here, man. This thing has been going in. So I fell Stinger, and he knew I was gonna do that. See, that's the bad part of someone knowing your set, because nothing's a surprise anymore. He knew I'd get that fell Stinger up. And so I'm going to eat this U-turn. And I probably should have looked at this again. Okay, yeah, he comes out, he intimidates me, so I'm less of a threat. And I'm just going to Iron Head so I don't miss. And I mean, I kind of knew he was going to U-turn there, and I should have just gone for, knowing he's not going to stay in, you know, I should have just gone for another Mega Horn, but he sets his rocks up. So once you have rocks and web up, you kind of seal a fight, and like, look how much that does. Even, I mean, it's super effective. This Escavalier is max HP, adamant, just a fucking threat. Just Crocodiles. I gotta get one of those. But yeah, so I hit him with the Fell Stinger because he was just trying to get some damage off, and we really weren't doing too much switching. This was getting quite serious already at this point. So he knows my Assault Vest is gone, so he's gonna pop me with a Thunder. And I really didn't know anyone who could really who really wanted to take a Thunder, so I was just like, alright, fuck that. So here I go for a sweet little Sucker Punch, because I did not outspeed, especially after the Sticky Web. There was no fucking way. No, like, Galvantula is like 108 base speed, and I don't know. I really wanted to use this thing, so I'm like, oh man. I actually bred him the father of that Halucha he's using there, and I was so grateful that Sky Attack didn't hit me. And then I was like, damn, this is when the mind game. And I knew, and I was like, fuck, why did I Sucker Punch? I should have went for another Flamethrower. I knew I fucked up at that point. And we were like, and he was talking, we had the voice chat going. He's like, mind games, the mind games are starting. And I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm not gonna Sucker Punch is a great move, and a lot of Pokemon learn it, but it is dangerous to play with Sucker Punch, man. It is too much. And this fucking Greninja, I said no Ubers, and I was like, yeah, Greninja, you know, it's just a Greninja, like, yeah, I'm not afraid. I got all cocky, you know. From now on, I'm considering Greninja Ubers, because this thing starts butt fucking everybody. Like, this thing, I'm like, ah, and for some stupid reason, I forgot about Ice Beam, and I got Ice Beam right. My twat was just frozen over. I was like, oh man, this is why. I don't know why. I got too like cocky. I didn't eat much. You know what I noticed? You can't battle if you didn't eat. You know, your your brain's not stimulated, and so I knew he became an ice type now. So I went for a nice sucker punch. Used his typing against him. Did a nice chunk. He U-turns, so you should never, food for thought, never volt switch or U-turn on someone to finish them off, because then they actually get the switch initiative, and like they're actually helping you by doing that. So he sends out Joe, and I send out my Gigalith, and this is a prime moment here, and I'm not a fan of setting up stealth rocks, but I really wish I set up stealth rocks here. It would have helped me a lot. I knew, you know, rock walls the shit out of Crobat. And instead, I was just like, oh, let me get this thing out of here. I'm out for blood. I really need to start taking that extra second, because, like, that Crobat couldn't have done shit to me. If I would have set up rocks there, that would have been great. And then I could have started setting up iron defenses. I could have started doing all sorts of shit at that point. So I don't want to deal with this thing burning me, so I switch out to my Clawitzer, who's a special attacker anyways, and it didn't really matter if I get burned, because the only physical attack he has is Aqua Jet, and that's just to pick people off and get a little chip damage sometimes. So I've never really dealt with any Mega Sableye, but let me tell you, this fucker does not die. Like, I'm assault vested, I think. No. What did I have on this? I'm life orb. So look at this. It does a nice chunk, right? But he's got recover, and it's just like, so he can just watch me die from my life orb damage and my burn damage, which is just fucking stupid. Catch him with another water pulse. I get a crit, and I was like, oh Jesus, thank the Lord. But it's still really not, it's still an uphill battle, because he can recover, and I don't know if he got quite enough to survive another one. I think like he could still take another one. These things have some bulk, and I get another crit, thank the Lord. Food for thought. I don't know, it's a theory, but I don't know. I almost don't even want to give this secret away, but I think jamming like the buttons will get you a crit, like faster or more successfully. I don't know. It's a theory. It's a fucking theory. It's a theory over there. Yo, motherfucking theory. You know. I went from Italian to fucking like black eye in 2 seconds. So he dark pulses me, and it is getting, you know, I'm like, fuck, Gigalith is no way, shape, or form gonna survive a Hydro Pump. My sturdy's broken, you know. But he has the life orb, and he was saying to himself, don't die from the life orb, don't die. And all I got left is my new Mega Alakazam, and I'm like, damn, this thing is so frail. I have no special defense investment. This thing is max speed, modest special attack. Well, you know, like max special attack. Just, I'm like, oh god, please take one. I know you're old and frail, and I gained protein, which is pretty dope. Dark pulses, I'm like, Jesus Christ, take one, come on, take one, and I don't take it, and I drop all my spoons on the floor like a fucking asshole, and I need to wash those. And he dies from life orb, but no one was alive at the end of that, and I thought that was a cool fight, you know, how like we both smashed each other. But something was telling me that moment with the Crobat there to set up stealth rocks, but I don't listen to that little voice inside. I really have to start doing that in real life, actually, just listening to that. It's quiet, but you need to just take a couple more seconds and really think about the future, because some people say to think, like, to be in the now and think of the now, and really there are times to, to stay peaceful. You need to be in the now and not worry about the past or the future, but there are things you need to do in the now to make the future better. But anyways, good game, Annabelle. I hope to have some more battles with you. You're a good Zode. You have a good Zode. All right. Keep it shady. I don't know. I'll come up with a... and keep it shady with his high-pitched voice. Awesome guy. I think I'll leave you with that.